welcome to Sneaky Stories, home of short stories you can sneak into your day. Get ready to go on an adventure with some of the Sneaky Universe characters. Today we have a story from the Axolotl Lake series. I'm your storyteller, Pauline, and I can't wait to share today's story with you. Let the adventure begin. Remember, there aren't any pictures, so you'll need to imagine them. You can imagine the pictures any way you like. The Time Travelers, Part 1. Serena and Carlos, two axolotls with bright shiny feathery gills, lived by a lake. They had many neighbours, including colourful fish, croaking frogs, quacking ducks, and the wise old turtle named Cato. Their days were usually filled with playful swimming, exploring the nooks and crannies of their underwater world, and feasting on their favourite food. On this day, while they were exploring, they found a mysterious object. "Hey, Carlos, do you see that?" Serena asked. "Yes, I wonder what it is. It looks like a shell, but different," replied Carlos. "Maybe it's a rock," suggested Serena, "but it's not like any rock I've ever seen before. Look, it has pictures on it, Carlos." "I wonder what that means," he said aloud. "I think we need to get a closer look," said Serena as she picked it up. Suddenly, a vortex appeared and started pulling the two axolotls in. "It looks like we're going on an adventure," Serena called out, grabbing hold of Carlos as the vortex pulled them. On the other side of the vortex, Carlos and Serena looked around. "This looks familiar, doesn't it, Serena?" Carlos asked. "You know what I think? That rock is magical. When you touch it, it activates the vortex, and the vortex allows time travel." "Yes, I think you're right. But this looks familiar because this is our lake, just in a different time." "Oh no, do you think we can get back home?" said Carlos, his brows furrowed with worry. "Oh, relax, Carlos. We'll probably work out how to get home. But we're here now, so we might as well have a look around. We can touch the rock again later, once we have done a little exploring." "Okay, I guess that would be okay," Carlos replied reluctantly. Carlos and Serena marvelled at the prehistoric world around them. The air was thick with the scent of ancient plants, and the sky was a canvas of vibrant colours. They swam slowly, taking in the sight of massive ferns and towering trees that had once surrounded their pond. The water felt different, crisper, purer. As they ventured deeper into this ancient version of their home, they encountered a group of prehistoric axolotls. These ancestors were larger and stronger. One of the elder axolotls approached them, eyes wise and gentle. "Welcome, travellers," the elder greeted. "I am Arca, the keeper of our history. You have come from a distant time, have you not?" Carlos and Serena exchanged surprised glances. "Yes, we have," Serena replied. "We touched a magical rock and it brought us here." "Can you tell us about this place?" Arca nodded. "Indeed, you are in an era when our ancestors first roamed these waters. This pond has always been our sanctuary, but is not without its challenges. Predators were many, and the climate was harsh." The elder led them to a clearing where a group of axolotls were gathered. They were teaching the younger ones how to evade the enormous aquatic creatures that once hunted them. Carlos and Serena watched in awe as they saw the strategies and adaptations their ancestors used to survive. "See that creature over there?" Arca pointed to a shadow moving gracefully through the water. "That is a megaladon. It is one of our greatest threats. We have learned to hide in the ferns and remain still to avoid detection." Carlos's eyes widened. "A megalodon? That's incredible! And these plants, they look so different from what we have now." Arca smiled. "Yes, the flora has changed much over the centuries. These massive ferns provided shelter and food for us, but we also had to contend with the changing climate. Sometimes the water levels would drop and we would have to migrate to deeper parts of the pond." They continued to explore for a little while and came back upon the rock. "This must be our magical rock," Carlos said. Arca nodded. "The rock is indeed magical. It has been here since the dawn of our kind. It is said to be a gift from the spirits of time, allowing chosen ones to travel and learn from different eras." Serena turned to Arca. "Do you know how we can use it to get back home?" "Yes," Arca replied. "When you are ready to return, simply place your fins on the rock and think of your own time. The vortex will guide you back." Carlos sighed with relief. "That's good to know. Thank you, Arca. We have learned so much from you." Serena nodded. "Yes, we have. But before we go, is there anything we can do to help you?" Arca's eyes twinkled with gratitude. "Your presence here has already strengthened our resolve. Knowing that our future descendants remember and honor us gives us great hope." With heartfelt goodbyes, Carlos and Serena touched the rock again, their minds filled with the image of their own time. The vortex swirled around them, and in a flash they were back in the familiar pond. "It's nice to be home," said Carlos. "Yes, but adventure is always fun, isn't it, Carlos?" "Maybe next time we can visit another time in the past," stated Serena. And with that, the axolotls slowly made their way to the other animals to tell them about their adventure. If you would like a free Sneaky Universe coloring and activity book, visit www.sneakyuniverse.com/Sneaky Stories Podcast. Sneaky Stories is a Sneaky Universe production. Written, hosted and edited by Pauline Malcoon. The music is by Trailer Works. If you would like more stories, visit www.sneakyuniverse.com.